What's up, YouTube? I am back again for another video. Now today I'm doing a video that was requested by my friend Lamar. Top 10 video on most unknown celebrity names. Some celebrity stage names that actually aren't the person's real name, but the person's birth name that was given to them by their parents. Today I'm going through 10 to 1 to just explain these people's names and what makes their stage names unique to them. Here we have Jamie Foxx. Now, most of you guys know him as an actor, singer, but a lot of people don't realize that his real name isn't Jamie or Foxx at all. He has a completely different name than what his stage name is. His real name is Eric Marlon Bishop, and the thing about it is that was his birth name. His birth parents gave it to him, and they really and truly tried to make it unique in his own way. I know Eric is a generic name for a lot of people, different races, but I feel like Jamie Foxx and Eric are completely just different and different scales, and it really shows the uniqueness in himself and in his craft. At number 9 we have Macklemore. Now you all know him from his song Thrift Shop. You know, like with other songs that he has, he was nominated for a Grammy. He's pretty famous. A lot of people give him a lot of rep. A lot of people also respect him as much because he's a white rapper. You don't really see a lot of white rappers in the music industry nowadays doing their hip-hop, doing their own thing. And his name, stage name is Macklemore, and he's always associated with Ryan Lewis, but his real name is actually Ben Haggerty. Now, I may be pronouncing that wrong, but his name is Ben, and that's just a unique thing, I think, because you can take something like Macklemore and just blow it up, and everybody associates his face with Macklemore, doesn't know his real name. I think it's unique, and our names, they're all unique to us, and they all have some sentiment to us, so I just want to give notice to his name. Number 8, we have Rihanna. Now, yes, Rihanna is her actual name, but what a lot of people don't know, it isn't her actual first name. Her first name is Robin, and then it's Rihanna. Now, something I want to just say is, I really respect her and as a singer, as a person. You know, she does her own thing and she's unique. She doesn't try to be Beyonce or maybe like a Lady Gaga or Christina Aguilera. She just does her own thing and shows her own self. It just is unique because it really shows you the growth of a person and how she came from Barbados and come to the U.S. and repping her music, her talent, showing who she is as a person. Also overcoming the Chris Brown incident and all that stuff. Those are just important things that I want to talk about. And then Neo, Shaffer, Jameer Smith. Alright. A singer that we all know. I think a lot of people really like his music, like his uniqueness. Some people make fun of his bald head with the hat. He's always trying to hide his head, but I think his music really speaks to a lot of people, men and women. So we have Neo, and his real name is Shaffer Jameer Smith. Now, I think for a lot of people, they're thinking, Shaffer, that's a really unique name. And I feel like if I'm gonna try to, you know, get famous in the music industry or maybe even acting, I want to, you know, keep my name. But for him, he went with the stage name Neo, and I think today we love him and we know him as Neo, but let's kind of give him some credit, you know, with Shaffer Jameer Smith. That's a very unique name. I feel like he's very proud of it, but he also is trying to, you know, sell what the media wants. Okay, alright, we have number 6 now, and at number 6 is John Legend. Now, everybody, I think, really doesn't make an effort to know what his real name is, who just love his music and love the messages he has behind his music, you know. All of Me is a song that I think a lot of females really relate to. It's something where they embrace loving their imperfections, loving their stuff, the stuff that makes them unique in their own way. I think for guys it also shows our basis for women and for what we would like in a woman and loving everything about her idiosyncrasies and all that. So John's real name is very simple. Name John Rogers. You know, it's like something common. It's something very simple. But I feel like John Legend is something that it really expresses a character, and I think that's what it's trying to come across as. Now, we don't always give these people credit for the hard work that they put in. I just want to give credit to all the people on the list, because I may not listen to all their music consistently, but they're important to the music industry. 5, we have Lorde. Now, the thing about Lorde is that that's a very unique stage name. Obviously, we know it's not her real name, but the fact of the matter is that her music, I think, speaks to a lot of people, and the fact that she's young, you know, it really shows us that she can take something that out of her passion, writing music with a lot of sentiment behind them, and turning them into a phenomenon. Her real name is Ella Linny Yelich O'Connor. Now, she is from New Zealand. She's a person who isn't exactly your stereotypical singer, stereotypical artist. She has very dark songs sometimes, and they have a very important meaning behind them. While a lot of other music is about love and relationships, like Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Rihanna, other songs about sex, stuff like that. And I just want to talk about her songs and what she portrays herself as. Nicki Minaj. Now, a lot of people, I think, know her real name, or some people don't, but her real name is very simple too. Onika. It's kind of like a stereotypical, like, Americanized name for black people. I feel like her name is just unique and in its own way. I don't know anybody named Onika, but I feel like because I'm from Canada, that's why. Maybe in America it's a lot more common, but she carries across Onika, and we know her as Nicki Minaj, the rapper, the woman who's proud of her body, proud of her success. Okay, and now at number 3 we have Snoop Dogg, or Snoop Lion, or whatever you want to call him. Now, I feel like for a lot of people, they don't know his real name, because we've never really bothered to know his real name. We never really focus on the person. We just focus on the persona of Snoop Dogg. Now, I think for a lot of people, it's hard to imagine that Snoop Dogg isn't his real name, because we associate that with him. But his real name is actually Calvin. So that's like kind of a common name, right? You know, it's very simple, very easy, Calvin. I feel like Onika and Calvin are just shells that they shedded, and they've opened up and become different type of people. Alright, to number 2 and number 1. At number 2 we have Catherine Perry, or a lot of people like to call her Katy Perry. Now, that's not her real last name, we all know. Her real name is actually Catherine, but her real full name is Catherine Elizabeth Hudson. Now, like I said, a lot of these names are very common names. They're names that we can associate with people that we actually know in person, people that we've met, maybe some Facebook friends or Twitter followers or something like that. But a lot of their names are very simple, but they're not a part of the persona that they're trying to come across. We gotta remember that being an artist, you gotta sell yourself and sell what you come across as. Now, not everybody really and truly is going to be proud of their names and want to use their names, but I think Catherine really and truly is proud of Catherine, and really and truly proud of her whole heritage, her life, and all that. And at number 1 we have Bruno Mars. Now, Bruno Mars is not his real name. He was born in Hawaii. You know, a lot of people just think he's that. I've heard people say, isn't he black? Isn't he white? Isn't he Spanish? All that stuff. Well, he was born in Hawaii, so I consider him Hawaiian. He's Spanish. He has a name, Bruno Mars. It's like a simple, kind of awesome stage name in his own way. Like I said about John Legend, his music speaks to a lot of people, and there's a lot of uniqueness about his performances and his portraying of himself. Now, his real name is very simple. It's Peter, and his last name is Hernandez. You know, like, very simple, very easy name, very common. Anyways, that's my top 10. My top 10 Now, keep in mind, if you don't care about celebrities and about their real names, that's fine. Some people really do. Some people spend their time researching as much as they can about some celebrities. I just wanted to do this simple video to give kind of leeway to the fact that, you know what, we all sometimes pretend to be something we're not. While these celebrities, they are portraying themselves as some sort of role to make money. This is how they make money. This is how they make